All right, so let's start off. It's the early morning uh in Grand Marais. Um Everyone's alarms are just going off. The morning talk show is playing on many a tube TV. Um we first visit Leslie T. Diggs. Go ahead and describe kind of your morning routine.
Uh, so I wake up, I rub the sleep out of my eyes, and I put on some pretty thick glasses. I make my way to the bathroom. I'm an only child, so I don't have to I'm not in any rush, and I don't have to fight anybody for it. Take a nice long shower.
Your mom probably made you like a whole stack of pancakes that you like sit at the table and don't eat like every movie.
She's stay-at-home mom, so there's complete breakfast that, my father on his way to work, he works for the government, by the way. He grabs his coffee mug, touches none of the breakfast. I grab a piece of toast, touch none of the breakfast. And I make sure I pack my bag. I get my little JVC camcorder, my film camera, and my D-cell batteries, my Walkman, headphones on, and I'm walking to the bus stop.
Heck yeah. Did you grab your inhaler?
Oh, is it a school day? Is it a school day?
It is a school day.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and I grabbed my inhaler. Gotta make
Bro
sure
forgot to put on. Bro gets on the bus, forgot to put his pants on. Oh no! He's in his underwear.
Then I wake up. It was all a dream.
He's got to do
everything I just said. And pants.
Okay. As he's riding the bus to school, we shift over to Kyle Banks. Describe your morning.
It's with like a guy beating on my door, like it's time to get up, So I'm just like, Dad, I hate you. I'm gonna pull up my jacket, pull up my blanket, sit down on my feet, and I turn on the radio that's beside my bed. Van Halen is absolutely blasting. Walk over to my closet. I look through jean jacket. Boom, pop it on. Skip the shower. Kind of smell myself a little bit. I pull out a can of what would be like popular in the 80s, like deodorant. Yeah, just absolutely wrecked that thing. I have a sweet mullet. Just got the perm a couple days ago. Fly it out.
That's why he didn't take the shower. That's why.
Just absolutely heat. I've got like a dope. Let me go. Give me a.
This dang bus. You're gonna walk to school.
Give me a 1980s band, like pre-84. Give me one off the cusp.
It's Van Halen.
Okay, well, Van Halen's playing. Got a Queen shirt underneath it. I got the dope blue jeans on too, so it's jean on jean. Pop on toothpick. I glide down the stairs. Mom's waiting there for me with my bag. I rip it off. Only one shoulder, right? Because you don't put both, because that's lame. Tell my dad, peace out. Open the door. He shuts the door behind me. I realize I have not eaten breakfast and I'm hungry. And I walk and I get on the bus because, I'm not allowed to have a car yet. I did not turn Van Halen down, by the way. So Eddie is absolutely going crazy right now. My dad hates me. He can't wait till I go to college.
He's like slowly packing some of your stuff up already.
Yeah.
He's got like sketches of the home gym already.
Yeah, there's like this nerd getting on the bus. I take his toast out of his hand.
That's mine.
Sorry, Larry.
It's Leslie.
Oh, okay. Lester. Now go sit down.
With both of his backpack straps on, he just gets on the bus and sits down closer to the front.
Yeah, and I'm in the very back. I take 2 bites of the toast. Caleb, your character, his toast is now like on the floor because it hit you in the back of the head. Everybody laughs.
Love it.
Nerd.
This is my life.
All right.
If this is like if this is like the 2020s, it'd be like you'd be on a watch list by the FBI currently.
We find ourselves in the Miller home. Stan and Evan, what's your character's name?
Ed.
Ed. Stan and Ed, go ahead and describe your mornings. Whose alarm goes off first?
I'd say probably Stan's. You know, Radio Shack could be a demanding job from time to time, but when you're working at like a dead end shop like that, they expect you to work just long hours starting early in the morning. My alarm goes off, and you know, first thing I do when I get out of bed is like I sort of like start doing what I think are like meditative poses, and then just instantly break into like shadow boxing the air and just doing all these moves that I saw in like these Bruce Lee movies and going like, take that, Dad. Start doing
How is
like,
the execution on these moves? Is it smooth, or do you just think it looks smooth?
Oh, I mean, considering it's like the first thing he's kind of doing when he gets out of bed after like a not actually working meditative session, it is sloppy and B. But somehow there's like power behind these moves. Got the pull-up bar on the door and everything, and then you know picks out nice old black Radio Shack polo, puts on nicest pair of khakis he's got, belt, you know, pen in the ear, glasses on, and immediately walks to the fridge and just starts pounding raw eggs because he saw it in Rocky. And every time he has to like stomach himself to just like force these down or else
Give
he
me a
can't
grit roll.
Okay, I have an 8 on grit.
I'm gonna say DC 3. Pretty easy.
I got an 8. All right.
Okay. Yeah, you just knock them back, and you're like, maybe this is getting better. Maybe.
Yeah, so I'm in the kitchen right now. I'm like saying you know hi to my mom and everything. Getting ready to drive myself to work in a crappy little Corolla or whatever they had back then.
I hope you have the most beautiful day at school, honey.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. I'm gonna head out before Dad gets out.
I mean, Radio Shack.
Yeah, whatever.
I just forget that you're grown sometimes. You know, you're just still here, and we love you. But
yeah, here in shitty Grand Marais, I can't wait to leave. I don't hate you, Mom, but sometimes I just wish I could go somewhere else.
I know how that feels. I sometimes wish you could go somewhere else too.
Yeah, maybe convince my fucking deadbeat dad to like actually support me to go somewhere else. Be in Hollywood.
Does Ed overhear this?
No, Ed's still in his room getting ready right now.
Okay.
All right, Mom, I'm gonna head out before Dad fucking wakes up.
I think that'd be better for both of us. Have a great day.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you, deadweight.
Love you. All right. At this point, Ed definitely hears the door slam. He may have been waiting for that.
So in the meantime, like while he's downstairs talking, like and everything, my alarm also went off as well. And I get up and I go ahead and I start the shower. You know, perfectly getting that perfectly shaven, you know, clean shaven face and everything, and parting the hair, you know, going in the shower, getting everything clean, come back out. And then I come to my burgundy monogrammed silk robe. That's monogrammed EM. I take a look at myself, put on some aftershave after I finish cleaning everything off as well. You know, 2 pats on each side, you know, you can never go wrong with that, especially with the Calvin Klein aftershave there. And then we get to the closet and I open up and I see this this brown this brown suit that I'm planning on wearing for today. I put it on in the corner of the dresser. Then the mirror, I put a little photo of the Ferrari Testarossa I've been wanting to get my entire life. But you know, part of my income goes to my deadbeat son, so I'm still mad about that. Um, and then I look out the window and I see that my deadbeat son is driving off in his car to his Radio Shack to his dead end job, and I just think to myself, it's like, if only we could ever just get rid of him. And but I know that if we do it too harshly, then Sherry's going to be mad at me, and I can't have that. So I'll come downstairs and I'll make some toast and some eggs and everything. And I find out I see some like the raw some of the egg yolk that's like splattered onto the counter from. Sorry, well, what's your character's name again?
Dan.
Sorry,
Dan.
Stan. From Stan knocking back raw eggs and is like, Cherry, was he knocking back raw eggs again?
Bro pounds his meat every
I'm sorry,
night.
that's me. Raw eggs every day, hon. I'm worried. I'm worried
How many
about you.
times do I have to tell him that he's not going to be one of those movie stars like Bruce Willis, whatever?
Don't I know it? Don't I know it?
I don't even know why the kid tries.
I mean,
He
he's
has a
got
better
your
job.
looks. He's not getting very far.
All right, Sherry. You're not really pulling your weight either. So let's be honest here.
And Sherry just like Sherry just like puts her hand behind his head and he's like, "Oh, you know I love you, Ed."
I love you too. I give her a smooch on the cheek. It's been rough these past couple of days at the school. It's they're really pushing for like those higher test scores and make sure that every 1 ounce of profit gets made off of this. But
Oh.
I'm trying to make it to superintendent. So I was waiting for that promotion still.
Ultra intendant.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, so I imagine you probably are headed to like central office or maybe to
Yeah.
the school.
Yeah,
to
and
do some
I'll get her.
walkthroughs.
I want to go. I want to drive in my Buick station wagon with the wood paneling on the side.
Come on.
I'm going to go to like something classic, like Johnny Be Good to start off the morning. Really get that vibe going.
Love it.
Welcome
Love
back
it. So-
to Hoodie on 97.3 with Huey. Huey in the news. What's the name of the band from
Huey
Back to the
Lewis
Future?
in the news.
With Hip to Be Squared.
Yes. I love it. Yeah, so as Ed pulls into work, he looks over to the parking spot on his right and he sees Stan is getting out of the car and looks over and sees his dad and they make eye contact. They are both at the school today.
Dan,
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I work here. What are you doing here, son?
Installing new computers in the lab because you guys paid for it. What do you think computers get installed out
You don't
of
have-
thin air?
You don't have anything else better to do? Like get an actual job instead of working at that dead end Radio Shack?
I could have a real job. I would make it in a day in LA.
Where? Where? Tell me where.
Okay, all I gotta do is like find another action star and just like show 'em my moves. They'll give me a role right.
Son,
on
have
the
you been
spot.
looked in the mirror? You're as thin as a twig. You're lanky. You have acne all over your face. That mustache is not doing anything to help you at all. What makes you think that you could be an action star? Like, let's be honest. Like, let's be real.
Roll for damage, no.
Somebody needs a grit roll.
Bro, vicious mockery if I ever seen it.
Right.
Bro has disadvantage for the next 10 minutes.
I'm literally gonna
Oh,
do
that's
so much without you in my life. You don't even understand.
Okay. Find a place to live, why don't you? Without me.
Well, yeah, you threatened to cut me off if I left this shitty town. Why are you even
Yeah.
attached to this place anyway?
It's all for the superintendent job, son. You don't even understand what a real job is like.
Yeah, and you never thought once to get me a role, huh? Not even to fill your shitty seat.
To be honest, son, dude, I don't even know if you have the capacity to do like to be a janitor here. I need you to show me some sort of like aptitude for anything, and then we'll talk.
Yeah, what the heck ever.
All right,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, don't come calling for help next time you need help on your computer just because your printer broke or whatever.
It's okay. I can pay someone to do that, son. Something you can't do.
Gonna clench my fist and just storm in.
That's a lot of damage.
I'm gonna make sure that I like walk ahead far enough into the building that I push the door open, don't hold it open, and then it closes by the time he gets.
I could just see him like walking behind him, like punching the air, like. God.
I'm trying to like shake my head eternally as I just
Bro, you ever seen Hot Rod? Like when he's like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna punch you in the face to respect me."
Gotta add another one to the list now.
I'm talking
Okay,
to my
so-
buddy. I'm talking to my buddies on the back of the bus, and I'm like, "Listen, guys," and that is why Flash Gordon is the greatest movie ever made. and everybody's
Meanwhile, in theaters currently is Ghostbusters, Beverly Hills Cop, Terminator, and Nightmare on Elm Street.
And
Yeah.
Red Dawn.
I'll be
Yeah,
back
and
to the
Red
theater again because I fell asleep in the middle of it. That's right, Kevin. I'll be back. Looking ahead, bro. So much better than Predator.
All right, so as you guys are arriving at school, your first class of the day is going to be. Well, actually, let's start with Stan here. So he walks in and he sees Principal Fuller, and Principal Fuller looks like, oh, I don't know what I expected, but I guess I'm happy that you're here to install these computers. First one we need you to install is going to be in the chemistry lab. That's going to be room 202.
Okay. Am I
And,
just supposed to come to you after every one I install?
Well, I mean, funding's not what it once was. Maybe you should put in a word with your father if he ever wants this superintendent job. He may need to grease these wheels a little bit.
You know, if there were something that was the opposite of a letter of recommendation, I'd put that in for him.
I love it. At this point, he's probably walking in the door. I'm not sure if he would stop by the office or just keep walking to wherever he's going.
I do want to talk to the principal. What was the principal's name again?
Principal Fuller.
Principal Fuller. Ah, Principal Fuller, my favorite principal. How are you doing?
I'm better now that you're here, sir.
Yeah.
It's an honor.
Give me the rundown on the stats. How are the kids' test scores looking this year?
Well, to be honest, they're not where we'd like them, but we've raised our literacy to about 60%.
60%. Principal
Yep.
Fuller, that's not passing. Especially as a principal, I hope you understand that.
Well, sir, with all due respect,
Am I running some circus operation over here? Okay, sorry. I'm getting a little heated right now. A lot of pressure. I'm sure that district board is kind of pressing me to really get these test score numbers up. And I'm sure that I'm really trying to gun for that superintendent role. It's been
we're
open.
all aware.
Yes.
We're all aware. We're all pulling for you here, and I just make eye contact with Stan.
Well, so Anything anything else I should know? Anything big about this before I head into my office over here and just check in?
No, that's all. That's all for me.
All right, Principal Fuller. I'll see you later. I'll leave
Later.
it.
All right. The first class of the day for our students is going to be chemistry with Mrs. Johnson in room 204.
I want to walk in and just be like, "Daddy's home, Mrs. Johnson." Walk up and
Yes.
I want to park right on her desk. Like, so did you miss
Yeah.
me over the weekend?
So as you do that, kind of without looking around, you make yourself real comfortable and plop down on the desk, and you look over and in Mrs. Johnson's place, instead of her, you see the man that we affectionately know as Coach Sheriff, due to the size of this town. You know, some people are having to pull a little extra weight. So, your football coach is part-time and he's the full-time sheriff, but it's a quiet town and that doesn't keep him very busy. So this is Coach Sheriff.
What her name?
What is his name?
Coach, I meant to be super respectful, Miss Johnson. It was just a joke. I apologize for, and I want to like grab the, I moved her pencil case over by accident. I want to put it right back, like,
Give me a charm roll.
charm. Ooh,
That's going to be a DC.
Oh.
DC 10.
I rolled a 19. A charm is a D20 for me.
All right, yeah. So as you do that, Coach Sheriff is he could tell that this is not his favorite behavior, but he sees that it's you, and he says, tell me, son, how did football tryouts go this year?
Made the team.
As I knew you would.
A quarterback role will be mine. I do have to sit in, to be a backup for a year, but is what it is. I still made the team. I'm still cool. And I'll flash to the girl in the front row, Elizabeth.
And as like he's sending you back to your seat, he actually takes a big gulp of a Mick Ultra.
As I walk
Can
by,
I have like just snap a quick picture while it's happening?
well, you can't because as I'm walking back to my seat, which is directly behind Caleb's character, I want to slap a note right on his chest, like, "That's for you, baby girl," and I'll sit in behind him. Oh.
Just take the note and look down at it.
Did you finish my homework? Question mark. And P.S. It was algebra.
I'm gonna take out, and I have like these color coordinated folders, and I'm gonna leaf through them, and it's like chemistry, algebra, English, like all the different ones. And I'll pull out algebra, and then just pass it back to him.
And I'll take it, and I'll take another note and be like, "That's the first step to get your girlfriend. Be better looking," is what it's.
I'm gonna take my glasses off and clean them real quick. Put it back on. Reread.
Be better
Fold it up
looking.
and put it in my backpack.
Take a vicious mockery. Me and your character's gonna be best friends.
So as all this is going on, you can tell that Coach Sheriff Peters up there is he's taking a swig on his Mick Ultra and he's reminiscing on his days and like, kids these days just aren't built the same. I could have gone pro if it wasn't for that torn ACL. I had people waiting to sign me, just chomping at the bit.
Hold on. Is he like gonna get like real in on like the election or anything? Does the 84 election happened yet?
Oh, I would say it probably has happened. Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh, so
Walter
this is-
Walter Walter
before
Mondale
the-
got smoked.
So this is like 1984 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the Minnesota governor got smoked.
Oh, so it's like
I gotta
cold
Google
out.
something real quick.
Well, the election took place in November of '84, so if this is in
Oh,
'84, this is December.
Yeah, if it already happened, it's like cold in Minnesota.
I'm just
Okay,
trying to keep
okay,
us
I
honest
take
with
it back.
Shannon.
It's still gonna be cold, but it's actually the like 83, 84 school year. So you're in like the early
Okay.
you're
Oh, so it's
in
like
like
February, March.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's like March, early March, which in this part of the world is still freezing cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's reminiscing and yeah, he's like, as you guys can all tell, Miss Johnson didn't show up today. Didn't even bother to call for a sub. I was thankful for my good buddy Ed to call me in, and it's my pleasure to watch over you hoodlums. And you can see there's kind of like resentment in his face as he's saying that. Um, so, and he kind of goes on, and like where you would normally expect to have your history lesson, he pulls out the overhead projector, and he's like stumbling through, has no idea what he's really talking about, and it's just like the most miserable lesson, the most boring lesson, but
I
it's
thought he
kind of
was
an
about to just say
opportunity for
Rocky or something.
it's
Nah,
kind of
he
an
was like,
Oh.
opportunity
"Overhead."
for
Oh, they had laser
some of the students to
discs.
cut up.
They would have had laser discs in school back then.
Oh, bro.
Definitely,
Oh yeah, he's got to
definitely a
have a movie.
laser
I was
disc
gonna go for the
teacher.
movie, and I didn't think he would have the. Yeah, okay.
Bro, is
He's gonna
it
pop
what
in.
movie
I
is he
thought-
watching?
He
Hold
was
up.
Is the
gonna have
Goonies
the
come out?
overhead projector,
The Goonies come out in '82. Come on, that's a classic.
and he's doing he's running the routes of the game that he tore his ACL in. It stopped him from going pro. And he was like, and if 83 runs this diagonal, I
You tell
don't
him,
get
Coach.
hit.
Yes.
You tell him,
Yeah.
Coach. I would have thrown it to you, Coach.
All right. So anyway, this was kind of like kind of the start of how your day is going to go. But as he's up there distracted, now's an opportunity where, students start to goof off, and you've got this Valerie Hinkles is starting to make some flirty faces towards old Kyle here.
Oh, Valerie, psst, I want to pass her a note.
I wanna. Oh, okay, never mind. I
Oh.
was gonna say
What was you gonna
I
do?
wanna,
You can do it.
lean back. And be like, Kyle,
Yeah. What's up?
I think Valerie Hinkle is looking at me.
Oh, and I want to look at Valerie. I want to look at Valerie and do like the quick nod. Oh, dude, she's totally into you. That note I gave you earlier, it meant to just say, "Go for it." Everything in my being right now, she wants you. And I want to lean back and just kind of tap Valerie, like, go for it, bro. And I want to pop my buddy over on the side, Stan. Watch this.
There's another stand.
I'm just gonna.
They're twins.
I'm 23. My twin is
I know.
23 in school.
No, it was just he was held back. Okay.
I'll just give a really weak, awkward wave to
And-
Valerie.
and when he does it, I want to like look at her to like egg it on, like
And Valerie like looks back and like bites her lip.
I'm just gonna take some heavy textbooks and set them in my lap, and then face back forward.
I want to yell out, Coach, Lenny's got a question. I think he needs to stand up to talk to you to ask it.
Is it about the tapes?
It's about your injury.
All right, son, come up here and I'll point out where it happened.
I'm gonna keep the books where they are. And and just walk up there.
As he does, can I try to grab the books out of his hand?
Yeah, give me a. I'm gonna call that a fight, honestly,
Okay. Ooh.
and you can contest it with flight.
Yeah.
With flight. Come on, somebody. Let me figure out.
Okay. It is an 8.
That's crazy. I rolled a 1.
Let's go! I want to
Alright,
rip
Toby,
it
tell me
out.
what happens.
So as he gets up to walk, I notice he's still carrying the books, which is weird. So I pull his like right arm that's got the books, and they fall to the ground, and he's just standing there, stiff as a board. Oh yeah, I knew Valerie liked that.
Just want to
Oh,
try to
the
like
coach.
recover and like say, sir, I need to use the bathroom, please, immediately.
No.
Okay.
Why you look so?
Just
Why you
run
look so
out of the room
stiff?
before you
Why you look
answer.
so stiff?
Toby's the actual antagonist in the series.
Uh,
I will say, at any point in this, Evan, you're welcome to hang out in your office, but you're also welcome to like barge in if you just like have something to tell.
Yeah,
the coach.
I'll come in now with like my big box of just computer equipment. Okay.
oh,
I
yet another loser walks in our school.
Yeah, shut
Where do
up.
they get you guys from?
Yeah,
They
shut up.
make you in a factory? The loser factory?
Yeah, Leslie's told me about you. I'd be careful around me if I were you.
Yeah.
Why do you sound like Kip?
That's
This is Joel's 'cause I've been
I
online
was
chatting to
I was
hot
telling
babes
Drew
all day.
earlier. I was like saying he was gonna be like a Napoleon Dynamite-esque character. So yeah,
That's
Oh.
great.
that
No,
was
you're playing. You sound like Dimitri from Adventureland to me. Have you ever seen Adventureland?
no.
That's a goated movie.
He does sound like Kip from Napoleon Dynamite.
That's literally
Yeah.
what I was going for.
I respect it. Will is the best voice guy.
Yeah, hey
Yeah,
Leslie.
after I've gone out to the hallway for a second and composed myself, I want to come back in and just put my hand on him and be like, "Don't worry about that guy, Than."
You sure? I could like show some of my skills and like intimidate him.
He's not worth it.
No?
Yeah, show us those skills, numbnuts.
Just like flash a move real quick.
Oh, so scared. Oh man, that's so. Oh, he got me. I just want to like look. I want to like look Liddy in the eye as I like lean over and kiss like Valerie right on the mouth.
Yeah,
My name's Leslie.
you're lucky I can't beat up grade school kids, or else I get fired.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm too busy enjoying Valerie's time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take my big old box of computer equipment and start. Yeah, hey teacher. Principal Fuller said this was like the first class I needed to set this up in. I mean, are you teaching right now? I can just like do another class right now.
I mean, I'm obviously teaching some very important life skills here, as you can see. And he points to the tapes. But by all means, you can just plug it up in the back, I guess.
I want to take a look at his play and be like, "Oh no, your O line is just gonna collapse every single play here. You're gonna get thrashed. Like, who fucking ran this? Who drew this up?"
I did, and that's the best dang play that we've ever run.
Your left tackle is wide open, numbnuts. Yeah, whatever.
And like right as he's saying that, like the infamous tackle that breaks his tears his ACL happened.
You can see where the tape starts stuttering it because he's rewound it so many times.
You see the left tackle like he's doing his shuffle, and the guy just swim moves right beside him.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, so as Stan starts to plug this stuff in, Valerie looks up at the coach and she just lets out a blood curdling scream, and she runs towards him and smacks him across the face, and then has a moment where she kind of just comes to.
That was that wasn't me, right?
Um,
I've never kissed a girl, but if I did, she wouldn't do that. So stuck on that.
Yeah, we all know you kiss your mom, Lenny.
My name's
And,
Leslie.
Does it matter?
Coach Sheriff Peters just kind of recoils a little bit, shocked, and he pulls out his cuffs, and he just starts to arrest her. And it's like, you have the right to remain silent. He's like, God, I haven't had to say these in forever. He's like struggling to remember the Miranda rights
Are
as he
you
takes her out of the room.
are you sure she doesn't just go to like detention for slapping a teacher? That's a little egregious.
Let it happen, Stan. I've had it.
Listen here, bub. Do you see these cuffs? It's like Valerie's arm is in one of them. Do you see this badge?
Yeah, I could probably.
This says
break
that
out
I'm
of
the
those
law
cuffs.
around here. Oh, you want to try it? You want to find out?
Arrest him, Sheriff. Coach.
This wasn't in the dream.
I think I'll pass, but you'll have to ask some other time to see my skills.
Mm.
That's
Mark
what
me
she
down as
said.
Terrified and aroused. No. So he just kind of like takes her up to Principal Fuller, to try to figure out what's going on, and Principal Fuller's able to kind of diffuse the situation. I mean, you guys don't know exactly what's happening in the room, but
He's just a girl. Claims that I am the one. Ooh.
As this is going on, as he's bringing her to that, can I kind of overhear like what's going on as well?
Absolutely.
So like, I kind of overhear, and I
And
always want to
you would see him like marching this young lady into the office in handcuffs, which is quite a scene.
go, Sheriff.
Yeah.
I appreciate you filling in for Miss Johnson, but may I ask why one of our students is in handcuffs?
I'll be right.
Battery in the first degree. She just got up and smacked me across the face.
How old is she, Sheriff?
How old are you, Valerie? I'm 15.
Surely,
She's 15.
thank you. Surely there must be some statutes for minors. I I appreciate the work that you've done for this town and everything, but I believe this is not the right way to do things.
Well, if you want to start running this town yourself, then you can go ahead and tell me how to do it. But by all means, take this student if you think you can do a better job. And he's just gonna kind of like he'll like release the cuffs and push her towards you, and then he'll just storm out. And he's like smashing that Mig Ultra on his way back to his office, not even going back to the classroom.
I want to look at Principal. Was it Fuller?
Yeah,
Do you know about the Michelob Ultras?
he like scoots the Mig Ultra that was on his desk behind where you can't see it. No.
Say, do you know where I could get one myself?
Well, shoot. Why don't you just ask? He like opens up like a hidden cooler from under his desk.
I'll take one and I'll take a sip of it. I want to Valerie, please sit down. Please sit down.
Yes.
Can you explain why I was told that you hit Coach Sheriff? Is this true, Miss Valerie?
Well, I guess it seems that way. It didn't
Seems that
seem
way.
like it in it, I don't know. I was just I just got so scared out of nowhere, and I looked at him, and it looked like his hands were just dripping blood, and I ran up to him, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't know what came over me.
Oh,
And I want to lean over to Principal Fuller, like, make sure she's drug tested. Um, well, l- let me go talk to the classroom and let me see what they saw. Principal Fuller, I get sure that I'm assuming that you can handle this, take care of this.
Absolutely. We can have that drug test done immediately.
And I wanna head over to the classroom and just ask. I want to head over there. Um, and I'll open up the door, and I guess I'm assuming that everybody's still there. Is
Yeah,
Coach
unless
Sheriff still there?
no, he walks straight to his office, which is
Okay.
like by the gym.
Um, I open up the door and I see that Stan's there, and I kind of like let out like a disappointed sigh that he's there. Um, and I kind of disregard him for a second.
oh what?
Uh,
What did I do, Dad? God. You was born.
I'm sure. Stan, come here.
Yeah, yeah. What's up?
Was it true that Valerie slaps Coach Sheriff?
Uh, yeah. I mean, she just, I was setting up the computer in the back of the lab, but like, suddenly one of the students, Valerie, just got up and then just immediately slapped teacher there.
Any context of what happened before?
I don't know. Leslie here was getting picked on by douchebag Kyle per usual, and I don't
Who you
know.
calling douchebag pencil dick?
Yeah, shut it.
Kyle, my
That was from
office
the
right
heart.
now.
What?
What?
What? Just me? Dad, we can just talk at home.
Yeah, you get him, superintendent. That's why you're the superest of superintendents.
Kyle, I appreciate the compliments, but really, my office right now.
Are you
I love you, superintendent.
are you saying all of us?
I was thinking about the hallway.
Who you taking out of the hallway? That's the.
I just want to take Kyle out into the hallway.
Oh,
I retcon that. I want to take him out into the hallway.
like what did I do? God, get up, and as I want to shoulder bump Leslie, this is your fault. What did I do, Soup?
Mr. Kyle, would you care to explain to me what happened in the classroom earlier today?
No, I mean I was tonguing Valerie and super cool in front of that weird dude and his friend. Um, I mean, we got done, and yeah, I had to do the buckle trick, but I was, you couldn't notice it, and well, she just went up and screamed and slapped the sheriff. I mean, I knew I was good, but I didn't know I was that good.
I wouldn't put that much confidence in yourself, Kyle, but
Look at me, coach. I'm all confident. Oh, Soup. I'm all confidence.
and I kind of want to mumble under my breath. And it's like, that's why you're the backup. Anyways, so
Just make the team. I hate your dad. God, you remind me of my dad. He's stupid.
You couldn't even play. You couldn't even be QB at North Dakota State, idiot.
They have produced 2 starting quarterbacks in 20 years in the NFL. God.
and then
Carson
I want
Wentz
to say,
wins a Super Bowl.
I think that should be enough from you. Also, watch your mouth, son. This isn't the military that we're in. This is a nice establishment.
I'm gonna look down like the crappy school. You got that right, Soup. You got that right. I'm gonna walk back in, like turn away from him, like you like the '80s, like pop your collar and walk back into class.
Yeah.
And I want to follow back in. So it seems today that Miss Johnson and Coach Sheriff are going to be out of commission for a little bit. So I guess I will be the one to take care of this for right now. Take care of the class. I'm sure I could do it for class period. Would anyone like to let me know what is typically done in one of these classes? No one? No one? Kyle? Kyle. Kyle, what happens? What goes on in Miss Johnson's class?
Well, normally Miss Johnson is staring at the whiteboard and I'm staring at her, but everything else I don't really know.
You stare at me, you'll be ending up in the handcuffs too. I'll call co-sheriff to bring them back here.
I break
Anyone else?
I break eye contact to look out the window. Like,
I'll raise my
Leslie
hand.
raises his hand.
I'd be like, yes, sir. Last week we started learning about covalent bonds, and I believe that we were supposed to learn about ionic bonds this week.
Well, yes, ionic bonds. Those are the bonds that contain ions.
Yeah,
As you can see here,
don't worry about him. He hasn't heard of fatherly bonds either.
like you look over at Kyle, like, yeah, he kind of agrees with that one, kind of stings, but
so why don't we turn to our textbooks to Lester, right? Lenny? Leslie, yes. Would you mind come here and show me exactly where we're at in the textbook?
Yes, sir. Page 235.
Page 235, thank you. Yes, ionic bonds, the type of bonds that are ionic. And well, we see that ions are actually just atoms with different types of charges, right? You can have a negatively bonded ion, and then a positively charged ion, right? Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
is he looking at the whiteboard by any chance? What's
Me?
your character? Yeah, Evan.
No, he's looking straight at the class. He's bluffing this
Evan-
entire time.
Give me a brains roll.
James, could you roll that for me?
As soon as he
Heck yeah.
turns to the whiteboard, you know what's about to happen.
All right. So D20 is your brains, brother, Mr.
Okay.
Miller. Okay. We just had our.
Don't tell
an
me yet.
exploding
Don't tell me
dice.
yet. Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna pass regardless.
Okay, sorry.
What was
so
it?
Do I roll it again, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it fell off the table this time. So that's a 29.
Yeah,
and I get a +1 to that, right? So technically 30.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
You could just
yeah,
class.
when he turns around, he's like, "Oh, I remember this," and like it all starts to click in his brain. He's having flashbacks to his teaching job he got before he was ever promoted to principal, and then from there to superintendent,
Oh, Evan,
or rather to intendant, and now
Would,
superintendent.
would the superintendent like he would be like looking at the whiteboard, like drawing equations and stuff out, right?
I was planning on just reading from the textbook. I might turn around every now and then to go write something on there.
So when he turned around to write something, he feels something hit him in the back of the head. As a spitball hits you right in the back of your head.
I want to just casually just take it back and just reach into my head. Anyone want to care to explain what this is? Mr. Kyle, do you know what
Yeah.
happened today?
Oh, I don't know. I think something just hit you. Was it a fly? Was it a bug?
And as this conversation's going on, the bell for lunch rings.
I
So
want
you're
to
quite literally saved by the bell.
hop right back up as I put my backpack on. I guess we'll never know. And I'll wink at him as I walk out the classroom.
And I'll just stay there for right now. I'll just look at him as he walks away.
Am I every 1980s bully ever?
Probably.
All in
I
one.
want to, as we're like walking out, can I like stop? And I want to say, Mr. Superintendent, a lot of the students really care for Miss Johnson because of the size of her buttocks. But I have to say that today's lecture was absolutely unparalleled, and thank you for that.
Yes, of course. I appreciate the consideration he had for his time today. Would you
And
also have
Ed
had
would
cat?
know. Ed would know that Miss Johnson this morning was a no call no show as well. Just something you would know that they all wouldn't have been.
I feel like Evan's character goes home and looks at his like doctorate of chemistry on his wall. I did good today, champ. You did good.
As they're going for lunch, I do want to go back to Principal Fuller as well.
This ain't lunch. It's a second period, right?
He literally said that this is the bell
I
for
did
lunch.
say it was lunch. We'll just
Oh, okay. So we
skip
fast.
ahead a little.
What was the next
Yeah.
class? What was the next class, GM?
You guys tell me. You guys would have had different classes for next block.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the English. I'm in English.
Ugh.
Yeah. While they're at lunch, I do want to talk to Principal Fuller real quick.
Okay.
I technically need to talk to Fuller as well to know class setup, but
The English classroom. I'm just joking.
So you walk into his office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk in there, and I'll say, "Would you want to be there first, or should I be there first?" I was assuming that you'd be there first.
yeah,
but-
I'll be in there.
He'll reach out and shake your hand again, and it'll be like, "Oh, Mr. Miller, can I call you Ed?"
Who's this? Oh, Principal.
Principal Fuller.
Sure, Ed's fine. What's up? I have a couple questions for you. Am I interrupting something real quick? I'm gonna look. I see that stands over there to the next to me.
He was telling me what class I need to set him next.
It was nothing important.
It's actually
Okay.
kind of important because you haven't told me yet. That's why you're paying me to be here.
And like while he's saying that, I'm just gonna maintain eye contact with Stan, or I'll like look towards Stan, and my eyes like side eye over, but don't acknowledge him.
Hey, so is there a reason you guys didn't like contract me to just do this at night when nobody was here?
Well, honestly, we don't want to run the heat for that long, so it's just more efficient.
What a great off the cuff answer.
It's probably still got asbestos in these walls and everything, dude. Yeah, that makes sense. I bet the asbestos here holds really well overnight.
It's such a marvel of modern technology, and so safe.
I
You
want
had
to
a
look.
question, Mr. Miller.
Yeah. So I have two questions for you. What'd you find out about that Valerie girl?
Well, I didn't learn much more than you did. I fear I sent her home and told her to get some rest. That this type of behavior it's not common, but it's not unheard of either. If the stresses of the adolescent mind.
Okay. Second question for you. Miss Johnson, I heard, was a no call, no show. Is that correct?
Yeah, we haven't heard where Miss Johnson went. It's kind of unlike her, but I guess everyone everyone drinks a little too much the night before once in a while, but it is a little atypical.
Interesting. You don't know anything about what happened?
Well, we've called her and there's been no response. So it's radio silence for us.
Make sure that her absence is dealt with, and make sure you get a substitute as quickly as possible for chemistry.
I'll get Sheriff Peters right on that actually.
Yes, I would not like to teach another chemistry class if I could help it. I will say, make sure that you also write her up for her absence. No call, no show is not acceptable.
Certainly.
Okay, I'm just going to walk back to the office.
Stan just wishes he would show up for his life and be there.
You know,
He
call
missed-
no show my
he-
everyday dad.
I'm also going to walk away.
He deliberately missed your T-ball game just because he knew it would hurt you.
Before the other students make their way to lunch, Principal Fuller is going to tell Stan that like the next install job is going to be by the cashier in the lunch line. So when you guys get to the lunch line, he's going to be there, and it's kind of holding up the whole line and being an inconvenience for everyone. It's not really thoroughly planned by Principal Fuller. But anyway, go ahead and describe like who you would be sitting at lunch with.
Yeah. So I'm with my buddy
You
Stan, Kevin,
Heck yeah.
Joe, John, all the dudes on the football team. Yeah, they're also backups. So you have the jocks that are the super cool. And then you have us. We're the backups. We're still cool because we're on the team, but we're not that cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm at. We have our own table.
I'm right next to my two buds, T Rash and Big Can. I'm next to the garbage cans with my sack lunch.
Oh, I didn't get that. I was like,
He's-
you got
are
some friends for.
Are you sitting on the? Are you sitting on the ground? Do you have a chair
Yeah.
that you got your food?
No, I'm on the ground. I'm just crisscross applesauce.
Do you have yes or no? Do you have a Game Boy? Wait, the Game Boy's not out yet, is it?
The Game Boy can't come out until '90s. I might have that little football game.
Oh, dude, yeah. You got a Tiger Electronic?
You definitely got an NES at home.
Oh heck yeah, I do. No, bro, I'll have my little camcorder out, and I'll be doing a little voiceover. So my lunch is to the side, and I'm like, the corruption runs deep. The lunch ladies have been, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Valerie. Oh, it's also Valerie's on my table. I got my arm around her. She's got my Letterman jacket on.
Oh, Valerie went home, but you could totally have her
Oh.
best friend.
Oh yeah, her best friend. That's her.
Oh, that's just the dirtiest thing you can
Ashley.
do.
Ashley, right? Isn't that her name? Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. And you just see it zoom and then focus.
And we're
it's
kissing each other.
Kyle and Ashley, and I'm like, Valerie's never gonna believe this.
This is my way into her life. She'll be mine. She will have to love me when I give her these deets.
As this is going on, you see a guy walk in. He's a little bit kind of more skater. He's got a boombox, he walks in and Toby recognizes this guy as Mike Kilo.
Mikey!
Hey, my boy.
Mikey!
Not
I
to be
want to get up
confused
and
with
down.
Jonathan Pounds.
I'll dap up Mikey.
So Mikey is might be a little bit out of your normal clique, but he's also the guy if you want access to illicit substances.
Mikey,
Kilo is your name.
I'm having that party Friday. Parents are out of town. You got me, right?
Well, I hate to say it, this is the first time I haven't been able to pull through for you, but
Mikey!
there's a shortage.
What do you mean?
I haven't been able to. My plug, gone. Done nothing. My backup, nothing. It's all.
You-
We got a little bit of pot. None of the good stuff.
Can you at least get the liquor, man?
Oh, you know that. You know I'm there for you for that one.
Yeah, so it's not like all the way
It's not
out.
the
but
worst.
yeah, I mean, I got to impress these guys, man. I'm gonna be a junior next year. I mean, a senior next year. I gotta like, be that guy because I'm gonna be the starter next year, right? I've already been told by people, and that stands over here like, bro, absolutely starting quarterback, 100%. Thanks, Stan.
Well, I think I gotta make some calls, but I think I still have those anabolics set up for you.
Hey, absolutely. I'm trying to get like,
That's crazy.
even though it's a very mediocre movie, I want to be like Schwarzenegger, man. I want to be that big. Terminator, Schwarzenegger, maybe Stallone.
Yeah. So as you guys are vibing,
For reference on YouTube, I do like the Terminator movies.
they are excellent. Excellent. I actually just watched the first Terminator like a week ago. It's great.
Judgment Day's better. Big sequel guy.
Yes. Not I didn't watch it for the first time, but I rewatched it. But yeah, for sure. So as you look down at your food, for just a second, like you think that your hamburger that you think that you see like human fingers just like in your sandwich. And then you blink and you look back and it's back to normal.
Anybody see that? Am I tripping? Mikey, did you put something in my food, bro? Don't lie. Don't lie.
Bro, I just told you there was a shortage. If I was the one doing this, you'd be very set up for your party.
Doing what?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. You're telling me.
No, man. Just saw something crazy. It was like fingers in my food.
Like fruit salad or something? Like finger foods?
I don't know.
It's not really a finger food.
I don't like walk this over and just like walk it over to the trash. Like I want to get up, walk it over to the trash, and just be like dump it in the right can. Like, Leslie, why are you on the ground?
Well, most of the seats were taken, and there didn't seem to be anyone that I really knew or gelled well with.
Mhm.
So I decided that sitting here would be preferable to sitting with people that I may not have a good first impression on. So that led me to the conclusion that this would be the safest spot. I would be able to look out and see the interaction to people, and then thereby dub myself whether or not it would be a good social interaction for me to approach somebody. And then after I got here, it was kind of comfortable, so I just never made a move to make it to a table that looked suitable for someone of my social stature.
Leslie, rule number two. Rule number two. You have to put yourself out there, man. You can't just live your life as a punching bag on the ground.
So you're saying I can sit with you?
No, you can't sit with me. But you can find another spot. But yeah, and I just want to dump my food and turn around.
That guy's so cool.
So the rest of your day kind of passes more or less uneventfully. Emotions seem to be a little high. Yeah, so go ahead and so I'm sorry, I forgot to say this earlier, but you guys would have known that I should have said this during the setup that we're about like a day or two out from prom. So there's kind of like high emotions right now.
That's like a huge like you should have
I
mentioned
know.
that.
Bro, yeah.
Because, like,
100%.
okay, because like if Valerie's like went home for the day and she's kind of weird. Oh, I'm sorry, Val. I'm taking Ashley.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. So
That's cold.
you
Oh,
guys
I gotta
are
look
about
up.
to be
I gotta
like-
look up 1980s prom. Oh, I gotta pick out the perfect outfit.
I mean, they
All right,
just did suit forever.
Yeah, but it's got to be with a mullet, man.
It's a white suit, All
Oh,
the guys
bro.
wore white suits, but the lapels were the matching color of their date's dress.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we all gotta look. We all gotta find
Dang,
our
I really
80s
dropped the
prom.
ball on that one. That was like a big setting detail that I just got.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's
It
pretty
wasn't
big,
important to my character's motivations, so it really
bro.
only
Yeah,
affects one
doesn't
person.
matter
Oh,
for
okay.
3 out of 4 of us.
Look, and so it's okay. So we'll rotate back. We'll rotate back because if like that's a thing, like while he's sitting on the ground is like you put yourself out there and you ask somebody to prom. Get you a suit, take the glasses off, and you ask somebody out. Man up.
I'm gonna be like,
Okay, put the glasses back on. Oh, okay, wait, take them off again. Glasses. Okay. Just put yourself out there, man.
Well, I'll chime in. Hey, Leslie, we're doing pizza and Donkey Kong night tomorrow. You're in.
this is too much, and I just want to like, I'm gonna like, and just walk away. I'm
Yeah,
gonna pull
okay,
a
so
Hitch moment one of these days. Throw my inhaler.
You start spazzing, you pick it back up, take a huff.
So, as the rest of your day progresses, do you guys see anything else that's like
Dude,
out of
that's
the
me and
ordinary?
Ashley.
Something that just like is unsettling.
Are you asking if we see
Yeah,
something
yeah.
unsettling?
I'm giving you a little bit of like narrative push here.
I feel like when I set up like the second or the third computer, there's like a disturbing thing. I start seeing on the screen. I start like slapping the side of the computer monitor, thinking it's like a just like glitch that's going on, but it won't go away.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll say the text on the screen just says like soaked in blood, except like all the text is corrupt or something.
Probably the most scary thing I see is watching Leslie go try to ask somebody out to prom.
Nah, I'm asking tomorrow. I'm gonna try to think of something really cool.
Duh.
I'll just say like every so often, like I'll be like trying to record something, and I'll see something through the lens, and I take it down, and it's not there.
Oh, that's great.
I'll say for me, I'm going to go to the bathroom and apply my second application of Calvin Klein aftershave. Um,
Your midday freshen up. You just gonna...
yeah, I'm in the freshen up. So like, I'm just gonna go wash my face, and as I do so, I wash my face, and I go down, and I, dab on the aftershave onto my palms of my hands. Um, I go ahead and I do that, and I dab it on. I look up in the mirror, and I see that there's blood dripping from my eyes on in the mirror, and I kind of like shake my eyes, shake my head, and there's nothing. Everything's back to normal.
I put on the radio, like I put on to like listen to like Pantera, but REO Speedwagon plays instead.
Oh, that's right.
You know what'll happen on the computer is like,
But it's better.
I'll go to unplug the monitor, but the message will like stay there the whole time too.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Oh, dang.
So like in this prom, so like in every '80s movie, like prom scene, you've always got like the girl that was the nerd that nobody ever saw, and the guy
Exactly
took somebody else, took his glasses off, but it's this time it's Caleb's character. He comes in,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and he takes.
I'm gonna be what is that movie where they turn the nerd? It doesn't
Which
matter.
one?
Anyways,
Wait, hold on.
there's a spoof comedy movie about it too because it was so popular.
All right, this song I'm gonna play. Hold on. This song plays in the background.
Just talking
When,
about Nerds Revenge or Revenge of the Nerds.
No.
I haven't
where
seen
they
it,
make
but
a
isn't there
bet.
like one like Chris Evans? Is that the one you're talking about?
She's All That.
Oh, never mind.
When
I've heard of
when
that, but I
Caleb
don't.
But
when
yes, what you're talking about is the Chris Evans is the spoof movie of She's All That.
Okay.
When Caleb's character walks into prom, this plays.
Heck yeah.
Dude, REO Speedwagon, no misses.
Not a single one.
I made that joke, but I love REO Speedwagon.
Yeah, so your day
But I
passes, and
never
what do you guys do in the evening? You know that like in your small town, there's not like a ton to do. Like there's
So-
there's a local bar, that's only relevant for two of you.
Why would I go there?
There's a movie theater. There's
Is
Radio
it
Shack,
Thursday?
of course.
It's a Thursday night, right?
I'll call it Wednesday. Prom's on Friday.
Okay. So yeah, Wednesday night, I want to walk. I'm gonna like walk in the house, like daddy's home, toss the bag over, like walk into the kitchen. Mom and dad, they haven't got back from work yet. Pop open the fridge. Gonna grab the block of Velveeta cheddar and some tortilla chips. Like just go ham on some nachos. Put it in the microwave. Scalding hot. Walk upstairs. 2 liter bottle of like Mountain Dew. Wait, that'd be in the 80s, right? Or Coca-Cola. We'll go Coca-Cola.
They Mountain Dew back then.
Did they have
Yeah, we're
Surge, or is
Diet
that just
Right.
the 90s?
Surge was the 90s. I looked because I was gonna make Kyle like a
Yeah,
like a
I looked
spiker.
up energy drinks. It was Jolt Cola.
Jolt.
Nice. Or no, my dad and my mom were like on this health kick, so it's like the Diet Right or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was
Or
saying.
like
Diet
Tab.
Right.
It's tab. Go upstairs. I have.
Wait. We're in the Midwest. You can have Moxie, dude.
Ooh, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah. I don't know what it is either, but it sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's from Maine, but it's the most disgusting soda you'll ever taste.
Go upstairs, crank up some tunes. I pop back in my beanbag chair. Boom, playing Pac-Man on the NES that I have. Leslie goes to play his NES when he gets home. He doesn't find it. It's a sticky note. Borrowed it, bro. Thanks. Until I get bored and go to Radio Shack.
And Kyle, what was your sister's name?
Let's go with Candace.
Candace. Okay.
How old is she?
Okay.
She's 18. She's 2 years older than
not
me.
in school anymore. Okay.
She'd
No,
be a
she's in-
senior.
She's in college. She's at the University of Minnesota. Yeah, she's smart. She's a cheerleader.
When's the last time you heard from her?
What it says? About 2 weeks ago.
Probably would have been around like. Probably would have seen her at like Christmas break and maybe like
Spring
we're at
break.
spring break. Are we at spring break yet?
I think spring break was just like a couple weeks ago when she was back home.
Yeah. So probably be the last time you really like. I imagine you're not the like just call and chat with your sister kind of guy.
No. I mean, I was sitting here playing Pac-Man. Oh, yeah. The phone rings though, right?
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
What about
What's your favorite
you,
scary
Evan?
movie?
Oh, I guess I'll just like I'll ride the bus home. My mother's there. My father works a little later into the evening, so I go to do both mine and Kyle's homework
Damn.
first.
You got to make sure that English paper is really good. On top, I also had more.
And when I'm just about finished, I want to turn around and grab a controller, but it's not plugged into anything. And my window's open. The NES is gone. So I just grab my jacket and I'm going out, Mom. And then head to Radio Shack.
I'm going to my happy place. This is just hot rod.
So Stan, would you be there at Radio Shack?
Oh yeah, I would have finished up the job.
Are you pulling doubles? Come on.
A little bit after the kids left school. Well, so like Radio Shack, I'm not really working there right now. All right, it's also my hangout spot, but I just get to chill there since I work there all the time. So right
Bro.
now, I've got like one of the CRT TVs turned on in the back right now, and
This is Caleb.
in the VHS slot, I've got like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon
Would you make
playing.
way, please?
And so as as Leslie would be walking in, I'd have like a headband on my head and just be like mimicking the moves of the movie behind me.
Oh, is he going? He's going like full. He's gone. His head. He's facing the other direction, so the monitor's behind him, and every movement is matching up.
Yeah.
Is
Bro,
this
you
like
guys
an
could
old school
totally,
like?
make his first film, like his audition tape.
Is this like an old school like Bruce Lee like movie or what?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is, yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
I think so.
I'm going to my quiet
Leslie's about to
place.
record
Oh
your
no!
audition
That's
tape.
a 2000 movie. Hold on.
No, yeah, we gotta be continuity.
I'm thinking of
Is it Enter the Dragon?
Enter the Dragon.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm like not in work clothes anymore. I'm straight up just picking that.
Bro's hangout spot is Radio Shack. I love it. Like in the storage room.
Yeah, I'm like busting out the moves. I'm like, hey Leslie.
Yeah, so as that's going on, like you notice that like the monitors and like the radios just start getting this crazy interference. It's just like flashing static and like kind of screechy. And it lasts for like probably like 30 seconds where it's like long enough that you notice something's wrong, but like not so long that it's gonna make the world stop and notice if they're not in the room, you know. Yeah, so it's just kind of like a freaky, like that doesn't happen
It's
every
almost
day.
like a
kind of
power
thing.
surge.
Yeah, but like the lights in the building are on. It's more so just like TVs, radios,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
I'm gonna like pop the VHS out, try to make sure like the tape hasn't gotten all tangled up and everything.
Yeah.
No, it's still good. I'll like kiss it.
all the while, Ed, where would your character be? Would you go to like a bar, like you said, drinking or something, or go
So
home?
Ed would go back home in his Buick station wagon, drive home, and he would greet Sherry, with a kiss and everything. What we got cooking today, Sherry?
It's my favorite tomato aspic.
Tomato aspic.
This that.
It's like the old savory Jello molds.
I thought it was gonna be some kind of casserole. Yeah.
Well, the casserole's still in the oven. The aspic is in the fridge.
Oh,
Do we have
gosh,
any
the 80s
leftovers?
sucked.
Right.
Do you have
Oh, this
leftovers?
is like that nasty stuff.
I gotta look it up.
You don't understand. He would rather eat raw eggs. than this.
What? I gotta look at what tomato aspic is.
Just look up aspic. ASPIC. It's like the
Oh,
It's
I
like
know
the-
this crap.
it's like the disgusting Jello variant of food.
So, well, honey,
What a
tonight's gonna
strange
be
time.
a long night, so I'm gonna be in my office. Just let me know when the casserole's ready. I'm gonna go freshen up real quick. And so he's gonna go upstairs. He's gonna go for his second shower of the day. Come back out,
Unflavored gelatin.
shave for a second time, and then put on his afternoon aftershave. So this is his third. His third application of Calvin Klein aftershave.
All right, $100, or you got to eat that. Which one you taking? But you got to eat that.
So he walks downstairs. He heads down to his office. Very 80s style. Like it's very like big, like wood desk. like bookshelves line the office and everything. And so he gets a little bit. He's starting on his paperwork all the while looking. He really just wants to finish his current read, which is how to superintend for superintendents.
For super dummies.
And
That's
while
great.
while that's going on, while he's working on a few of his worksheets, he's put on Beethoven Fifth on his little like cassette player.
That's awesome. Okay, so as you guys go to sleep, you don't have the best night's sleep in your life. In fact, um,
Sleep.
Leslie,
I just beat the high score of like Tetris.
Leslie, I imagine you get to sleep probably at a reasonable hour, but
Heck yeah.
you start to dream that you're trapped in a room, and it's just like filling up with like VHS tape. It's just like pouring in from the top, and it's like slowly filling up. And as it does, you start to scream, but when you do so, like no sound comes out of your mouth, and you're just like stuck there as it fills up, and you suffocate, and you jolt awake as your character would die in this dream. Um, Kyle, you have a dream that you're up giving a speech, and it's like you're pretty proud of it. It's pretty moving, and you're really giving it your all. And you notice that the audience is just like totally checked out, not interested at all. And you start to get embarrassed, and your face flushes. And as you get embarrassed, you notice that like your clothes is just like dissolving off of you, and like you look down, and you are the most embarrassed you've ever been. And you look back up, expecting like to be mocked, but the crowd is still just disinterested. And like almost worse than being embarrassed, you just feel forgotten.
I take it as a
And then
sign that maybe I've made others feel forgotten.
that's up to you. Um, Stan, you are
You're
enjoying a
really-
dinner with your family, and it's like idealized. Like your favorite food is on the plate. Everybody's like happy to see you, and things in the room just slowly start to disappear, starting with the food, and then the table, and like the color goes off the walls, and the family members disappear, and then all that's left is you, and your body starts to just like age until you turn into dust. And Ed, go ahead and describe your nightmare for me because I didn't prep one for you.
So so this is at the annual superintendent awards, right?
Yeah.
For the district. So we're there at the award ceremony, and I'm given the best, best superintendent of the year, everything, right? All the accolades. Um, and then I look to my right, like, and this is where they announced the new like superintendent, and I'm like clutching onto my awards, thinking that I have this in the bag, and they say the name of my rival, Johnny Goldstein, and he comes up and he takes away my superintendent role, and
So now you're
everything
just an
starts.
intendant.
And everybody like starts like mocking me and starts laughing at me, and everything starts to almost like warp and distort, and the word I had for a superintendent in my hand almost starts to dissolve into dust as everything like warps into just darkness.
I love it.